So today it's finally race time, and today is one of my favorite races all time. It's Österlen Trail, 60k, just right about the perfect distance, I think. It's not too far and it's not too short, so you can run it the whole way. I've been running this maybe 5 times, and I always manage to progress and improve year on year. So my goal is of course to get a little bit faster every year as I get older as well, and hopefully I manage to run slightly faster. This year though it's slightly longer. They had to extend the course because so it's 2 kilometers longer anyway. But I still want to beat the time from last year, which was 5:25. It's also a good test early in the season to see where you're at, if you did your winter training correctly and good. So really looking forward to this. And the weather today looks pretty nice. It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, the race starts in Simrishamn and it follows the coastline for 30k or something like that. You run on the beaches and it's very nice. And then it turns inland and finish off at Kristinehof Castle. So it's a beautiful course, and I think we have 300-400 people running it as well. So a pretty big, decent sized race. So 5 minutes to start. Trying to get up in front.
Säg hej till Marcus Kjellberg, så kommer ni med på en av Sveriges mest kända YouTube-kanaler för ultralöpning.
I'm ready now. I'm at the front of the start line. So 5 minutes to start and people are showing up here. Snowdonia boys!
Yes!
Lycka till!
Det ser alltid bra ut.
Ja, precis. Då bränner man alla tändstickor på första.
Anton, ska ni inte vara bakom mig?
Jag tänkte om det blir
Två sekunder, 30 sekunder kvar. Stilla i sin himla. 4, 3, 2, 1 och där går starten!
Ja, ja.
Ha så roligt nu, Marcus.
Ja, detsamma. Ses i mål. We're finally getting off the sand. Feels like forever. It's extremely tough. A lot of people. It's beautiful. Really nice day. Trying to find a rhythm. It's going, as always, a little bit fast. Can always hope it's my day today. So you have to go a little bit hard to find out, is this my day? Probably not. Passing through Vik and hitting the next beach here. But the storm has caused some damage on the beach, so we're not following the beach the whole way. Känns det bra?
Känns jättebra.
Det ser stark ut. Det här är finaste biten. First little climb. It's good to walk for a change. So this is the farm a lot of apples here. So we're gonna run through the apple fields. I'm trying to follow Emily up front, and if you can follow her, you set up yourself for success. She finished second at Kullamannen last year, and she paced herself amazingly even. So I want to learn from that. I think my pace is going to go down, so it's going to go downhill from here. Not feeling great today. So this year we did a little bit of a detour off the beach because of the damages from the storm, but it was a nice detour. So we're done with those 2 extra kilometers, and now we're coming down to the sea again. I'm struggling a little bit to find the right pace. I've been going a little bit too hard, so sometimes it's difficult to say if you're just having a bad day or if you're running too fast, but maybe a little bit of both. My stomach is really problematic. I need to go to the loo. A lifesaver. Yeah, this is part of ultra running as well. It was my 3rd time at the toilet today, not the last one.
Vad sa du?
Härlig dag idag.
Verkligen.
Hallå. Nu skulle Pontus varit med.
Ja. Vad bråttom du har då.
Ja, det är nerför. At least we had some downhill now, which felt good. That was the first time my legs felt okay. So let's see how. Maybe I'm getting into the groove now. Let's hope. So we're approaching Kivik. So that's the first stop. I think. Well, last year I was here at 150, but this year I'm not gonna make that time. It's a 2 kilometers detour as well, so I'm glad if I can keep the same average pace, including shit break. So I think I'm around the same pace. So let's see if I can gain those 10-11 minutes in the second half here. So quick stop in Kivik to refill, and I'm definitely behind. It's gonna be tough to do anything good today, so I might as well just enjoy it as a training run for Snowdonia.
Ligger du?
Stämmer.
Hallå, nu kommer han.
Ja.
Bakifrån som vanligt.
So we left the shoreline and headed inland, and we just passed 30k now. So halfway done. That's good. But I'm feeling like shit.
So someone moved the train. Usually you have to climb through an old steam train here, but not today. And now we're getting into second aid station. Springer du andra halvan eller?
Ja, första halvan.
Trying to chase Mickey, the running dude. But he's too fast. It's very hard now, and I have to dig deep. I think when I went, I was hoping to keep up with like 5:20 pace, try to pace against that, but that was too hard today. I think I could have done it, but not today. And now I'm paying the price. And we have 16 kilometers to go, so that feels like an eternity now. It is like a short run, but now it's eternal. Yeah, it's very long. Yeah, it's a really tough climb. Doesn't look like much, but totally killed me. I don't have any matches left now. I burnt them all. Whew. This was not really my plan at all. I only have one goal in mind today. That was to beat that guy. And here he is.
Like it.
It's tough.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Skåne. It's hard to play.
It's the hardest place there is.
Yep. I thought you knew, but Skåne is hard.
Now I know. Har du lust att fylla den? Är det någon sportdryck här någonstans också eller?
Jag tror att det är de, vad som är sportdrycken.
Ja, det gör det.
Eller man här. Lite fortare tror jag. Men du har inte bråttom va? Eller?
Jag har alltid bråttom. Nej, egentligen är det helt värdelöst dåligt idag, så jag borde bara ta det väldigt lugnt. Vad sa du?
Underbart väder här.
Ja, det är skönt. Det är... Ja, tack. 8 kilometers to go. I hope I can regain some strength and finish strong. But let's see.
Ja.
4.5 kilometers to go. Here's a nice waterfall. One K to go. It's been super hard. Tough day. Nobody comes to this. Nej, min vård låste sig helt. Alltså.
Här förs in i mål med kameran i högsta hugg, prinsessan Kristina och givetvis Marcus Kjellberg. Och det är Marcus själv som har burit på den kameran under
I was chasing this guy for the last 30k and then he just took off. So
Yeah, but I was like passing you like after 5k,
yeah.
and then you passed me after 35 or something. And I chased you until the last, I don't know.
We followed each other the last 2 kilometers.
We didn't talk too much, but
No.
because we had some
was way
individual
too
problems, I think. It was nice though.
Cheers. See you later. Have to go.
Now it's nice.
Party time.
And I beat you.
Yeah.
Det är ont överallt. Men det är bra.
Du knöt ihop det.
Det är god känsla nu.
Ja.
Ja. Jag knöt ihop det var mycket att gå det.
Ja.
Men jag...
Ja, bra jobbat. Because you just passed me the very last 100 meters or so.
I waited till when it hurts the most.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it after the stairs?
It was a tough race today. My legs was not feeling very fit, so I just did the work.
That was a good training, at least.
It is. It was good training. This wasn't race for you. It was just training practice for snowboarding.
Yeah, that's my takeaway. Now it's an hour after the finish, and I'm of course very disappointed that I did a shit time. So I didn't really meet the goals of this race. But I will reflect a little bit and maybe I find something that was positive, some good takeaways, some learnings. But right now I'm mostly disappointed. So this is the morning after the race. I was very disappointed when I reached the finish line yesterday. I set some ambitious goals, too ambitious probably, and I failed flat from the very beginning, so I didn't really take off at all. It was hard from the beginning, and I got this negative energy going on already from the beginning, where I realized I wouldn't reach my goal of running fast, so to say. And when you have all that negative energy, it becomes even more difficult to kind of push it through. So it was a tough day, and my lessons learned is that you should really more focus on enjoying yourself. You should focus more on smiling and having a great time with your friends on the trail. Running a certain time is not that important, so the experience would have been totally different if I set out to more enjoy. And actually last year when I did run very fast, I didn't have any goals whatsoever. The only goal was to run in a comfortable pace, and I managed to pace myself in a way that I could sustain, and I was strong all the way to the finish. So maybe that's the best way to race. That's maybe the lessons learned. So I don't really know why I could not perform yesterday, so it was probably just a bad day. I did have some hiccups with diabetes and upset stomach and so on, but overall I don't have any good explanation. Yeah, so some of the highlights of the day, it's kind of hard to find any highlights, to be honest. I took the lead in the start. I led for the first 10 seconds or so, kind of finished strong, and I never quit. I never gave up. I never stopped running, even though it was barely running at times. Next up is Snowdonia, so that's coming up in 4 weeks' time. I feel a little bit unprepared, and actually it would have been much nicer to feel very strong at this race. Now I felt very poor, so going into this last training phase before Snowdonia wasn't giving a lot of comfort. And I haven't done any hill training, and it's like a very tough race. So yeah, let's see. I will talk to Coach Christian on Tuesday. Maybe he can explain my performance as well. And then we're gonna plan for how to get ready for Snowdonia in less than a month. So I will be back with an update after Snowdonia, and until then, stay safe and don't forget to run with a smile. That's the most important. Enjoy. Bye for now.